Work to do here. The Bruins are 8 points ahead of us, and I mean Florida, they're 15-3-6, but I think we've beaten them twice actually. But this is continuing with GM week here. Now I'm actually a day behind on these video comments because I have to obviously record the video at the daytime, record it at night, come home from work, record the next video, and get the comments from the previous video. So it's kind of like I'm a day behind on reading all your guys' comments. So I'm trying to make this work as best I can. We have a lot of comments to go over here, but you can see we did beat Florida twice, 7-6 in overtime and 3-2 in a shootout win. So I mean, we did give them 2 points in the shootout and the overtime frame, but still we beat one of the best teams in the league twice. I'm pretty happy about that. So let's go over a few comments here. We got 4 of them to go over this time, and one is regarding the lines. Now you guys haven't seen this yet. You guys haven't seen this start of 10-14-0, but I've read you guys' comments from the previous video. It's all really confusing when I'm doing GM week because I have to pre-record videos. So anyways, the first comment here from Rick Diaz. This guy is always clutch with the comments, and he's one of my better assistant GMs out there. So Rick Diaz, thanks for all the comments, buddy. Although you're a Leafs fan, I think we can still be friends. But he says, line up in his opinion, Heatley, Tavares, Nikolai Zherdev. There's no reason for us to ever change this line. Then we have Johnson, Draisaitl, Drouin. Now he has Drouin going there and Johnson going there. So he has Drouin playing on his natural wing. I don't know why he was over there anyways. Johnson in the middle because he's a better centerman. He has the 78 face-offs where Draisaitl has the 75. So it's not a lot, but it does definitely help out both 87s. I mean, if you're going to have a better face-off guy, you got to have him down the middle. They want Point, Brandon Sutter, and Riley Barber. Okay. They want to put Buchnevich on the 4th line. That's all right. And then Larson, Buchnevich, and Maroon. Now, so I assume once you see that video, it's going to change to Krause, Buchnevich, and Patrick Maroon. Now, I like that. I like changing up the second line a little bit, and I agree. I do think Brandon Sutter deserves to play on the 3rd line. Defensively, he didn't talk about any of the defense, but I still like this move here, bringing Provorov up to play with Ryan Murray. I mean, they are minus players. He's up to an 89. Let's try something here. Let's bring Jake Gardner up with Ryan Murray. Why not? Fetisov is a left shot. Let's throw him on the right side. Ryan Murray is a left shot on the right side. Jake Gardner is a left on the left. It's not really great. We have a lot of left-handed shot defense. I think everyone is a left-handed shot. Andre Suster's not, so we'll go ahead and throw him on the left there. But we'll try those defensive pairings just for fun. We've tried Provorov and Fetisov in the past, and it hasn't really been great, but we'll see what we can come up with here. Their shooting category is pretty much identical. Power play and all that stuff, I'm not gonna touch it because I feel like it's looking good. I'm actually gonna move Johnson over. I lied. I am gonna do something. We're gonna put the better centerman in the center spot. Obviously makes sense, and we should be good with everything else. So comment number 2, we got Sean Avery. He says, "Lol, haven't seen one GM where you haven't got Jonathan Drouin." And I know. I love Drouin. He's a lot of fun to play with in GM mode. He said, anyway, if you don't have enough room for players or in the AHL, if he's listed as a depth guy, he is listed as a depth guy. If he's listed as a 3rd liner, put him there. Not much else you can do. See what happens now. The team looks amazing. Now, he hasn't seen what we've been starting off here in year number 2. He hasn't seen the struggles yet, so he says his team looks amazing. And on paper, it does look pretty good, but we are most certainly struggling here. We're not doing that great. And some comments were saying, Sean Avery, how are you not in this series? Avery should be a legend. And I don't know if Marty Brodeur can handle that. I was talking to Marty Brodeur and I was creating him. I was like, hey man, you want Sean Avery in here? And he was like, no, do not put me in this legend franchise mode if that goof's gonna be here. So I had to listen to one of the greatest goalies of all time. I'm sorry, Sean, you're not in the legend franchise. Now the next comment here before we get into the simulation is about Pascal Leclaire. Now there's gonna be 2 different sides to it. NHL 17 Drafty says, xTech, I totally understand how difficult it is to part ways with Pascal Leclaire, but just imagine this. In real life, if Jacob Markstrom has has a goals against average above 3, which he definitely does, 3.53. But I want to stop you right there. I'll bring the comment back up in a second, but every goalie in the NHL is going to have a goals against average over 3 because I turned the sliders all the way up, so that means that there's going to be a ton of goal scoring. So I'll quickly show you here. One of the better goalies in the league is actually Pekka Rinne, and he should probably be at the top. He usually is. He had like 42 wins or something last year. So let's go ahead and quickly find that out. We'll go all the way to goalies, and you'll see every goalie has a goals against average that's like 2.9 or above 3. So it's because the goal scoring is up. So not a lot of goalies are going to have that great of goals against average, like Price and Dubnyk. They have terrible goals against average. I mean, Price is okay, but Dubnyk, that's not very good. Van Wiesbroek isn't very good. He's one of the best goalies in the whole league. Pekka Rinne at 2.75. So I don't think looking at the goals against average is right. I mean, there's a lot of goalies that are doing really well that have a goals against average well above 3.5. So I don't think looking at the goals against average is really fair, especially to blame it on Pascal Leclaire. He goes on to compare him to Jacob Markstrom. He says, but in the game, Leclaire is worth it to be traded for a different legend goalie such as Kiprusoff or a different guy you wanted in the fantasy draft. Please, for the good sake of the team, it'll be worth it. Trust me, you will quickly become connected to Kiprusoff / whatever goalie you get. Excited for GM. Well, I'm happy that you're excited for GM week, but I'm not going to trade Pascal Leclaire until GM week is over. I'm not going to do it until the end of this year, probably, if I do it at all. And I don't think I'm going to be able to trade for a goalie like Mika Kiprusoff. His trade value is through the roof. I was having a look at it here. What team has a legend goalie? Now, Kipper was one of the guys I wanted to get, but unfortunately, it just didn't happen in the fantasy draft. Let's see here. There's actually another comment telling me to trade him for Korpisalo straight up. Now, I don't know about that, but look at Julio Billa. There he is, 71 overall AHL starter. What a beast. Julio Billa, baby. Who has a franchise goalie? Let me go ahead and find one here, and I will get some comparisons going. Like Tony Esposito, he has the exact same potential that Kiprusoff has, and he's medium elite. Look at that trade potential. There's no way I'm ever going to be able to trade for him. I think he actually plays for the Islanders. Yeah, he does. Look at that. His trade value is through the roof. Now, if I wait any longer, it's never going to happen, because look at Pascal Leclaire's trade value. It's not as good. So I see what you guys are saying. I'm not going to give up on him yet. I'm not doing that. I know a lot of people are saying, get rid of him now, get rid of him now. But on the flip side to that, Noah says, consider Leclaire's contract before trading him for another goalie who will potentially be $5 to $7 million more, since all of the legends have contracts for less than $5 million for 1 year. Now, I really don't know what to do with our whole goaltending situation, but I'm not giving up on the kid yet. Pascal Leclaire is a low franchise, only 20 years old. Yes, I know he's blind. The poor guy can't see anything, but I believe in the kid, all right? I believe that he's still going to pan out. I'm not going to give up on him yet. It's like 50-50 in the comments. Half of you guys say, get rid of this guy, but half of you guys say, you know, hold on to him. Maybe this could be something. So let's go ahead here and start off the simulation. We'll probably get a few months done. I really hope we turn it around here, because I don't want to make a big move. Another suggestion I saw in the comments was, why not trade for Ben Bishop, someone to challenge Pascal Leclaire? Then if you start winning games with the better goalie, I guess the better overall goalie, and the goalie who isn't blind, if in Ben Bishop, or someone who's 88 plus, maybe like an older guy, maybe then you'll actually know, hey, you know, the problem is your goaltending, because with Ben Bishop, you're killing it with your offense. You're doing amazing. So I'm just going to wait a little bit until I really know what I'm going to do. But let's go up here against the San Jose Sharks. They have a really good record. Let's see if we can beat a team like San Jose. First period, 1-1. Nikolai Zherdev and Timu Polkanen, the pull cannon from Pack Attack back in the day. Let's go period number 2. There you go, baby. 3-1. Jonathan Drouin and Danny Heatley. Let's go into the third. Hopefully we don't blow it. There you go. Zherdev gets his second and Draisaitl gets another, making it 5-2. Like, we beat a really good team in the San Jose Sharks, who were 16-6 and 1. Now they're 16-7 and 1. Take that. But I mean, we beat a really good team like the San Jose Sharks, and then the Jets, who are what? They're shit. They're 9-14-2. All right, there you go. We won. That's not bad. I'll take it. Let's see what we can do here against another bad team in Mika Kiprasov and the New York Islanders. They got Peter Forsberg. They got Peter Bondra. A couple of Peters, Peter and Mika. Let's go here. First period up against the Islanders. Ooh, ouch. That's not good. That's not good at all. I saw 3 and I thought it was us, but it was the other way around. Nikolai Zherdev lights the lamp once again, but Brown and Berglund, he gets 2 in the first periods. That's not very good. Let's go here, going into period number 2. Okay, we make it interesting. Brandon Sutter going into the third. We tie it up. We tie up the game. Brandon Sutter and John Tavares, they take the lead, and then with 18 seconds left, Dustin Brown, of course, of all people, going into a shootout. There you go, baby. That is 3 in a row. Danny Heatley with the winner. All right, 3 wins in a row. Okay, we're almost back to a 500 record. Now, we've won 3, all right? The important thing is, if we lose 1, don't get down on yourselves. It's only 1 game. We're still early on in the year, but if you lose this game against Dallas, come back against Buffalo and just kill it. All right, there you go. 4 in a row. All right, I'll take it. 18, 9, and 3. Ooh, we lose 4-0. It's okay. You know what? We got 3 days off here. Let's get some rest. Got a back-to-back Carolina and Vancouver. There you go. Big victory. Thank you very much. See, you lose a game like that, and then you come back and you get back your 500 record. 15-15-0. All right, so we're playing a little bit better here. Now, the Hurricanes have a great record, so let's see if we can beat a team like Carolina. They're a team we're going to be battling with all year, so let's go. First period, 1-1. All right, Brandon Sutter and Dylan Strome. Period number 2. Ooh, 4-3. Okay, Jake Gardner and Danny Heatley get goals for us. They get 3 in the second period. Rust Hoffman and the old man Chris Kunitz. Let's go here into the third. We tie it up. Fetisov. Let's go in the shootout. Oh no, they end our streak. Patrice Bergeron, the shootout expert. But you know what? It was an overtime loss. All right, we're playing better. I mean, we've won 5 of our last 7 games, so it's looking up. We really got to go on a tear here. I want to win 4 or 5 straight, and then we can really consider ourselves an above 500 team. Because all year we haven't been an above 500 team, so I would really like to see a few W's here. Ooh, that's a rough one against Arizona. All right, come back with a big victory against Nashville. There you go, 2 big wins. There you go. We are officially a 500 team once you factor in the overtime losses. We are 17-17. Come on, baby. Let's go above 500 here against Toronto. There you go. Oh, wait, we're back to 500. Come on. Get me above 500 here against the Washington Capitals. They have a great record. I'm not going to slow sim this one. I'm going to go on all the way through here. Maybe we'll get 1 more month done since we are playing quite a bit better. Washington, let's see. Can we beat them 6-5 in a shootout? We're 19-17-1. There you go. We've got some hope back in our franchise here. We've got some life. We've climbed back a little bit in the standings. I mean, that start really killed us. 39 points. All right, we're a few points behind Detroit. But you know what? We're back in the picture, all right? We're 10 points behind the top teams, but we're back in the picture, and that's all that matters. Nikolai Zherdev is leading our team in not only points, but goals as well by a huge margin. He's got 26 goals in 37 games. That's crazy. He could have a 50-goal year, Nikolai Zherdev. John Tavares doing great as well. Danny Heatley kind of slowed down a little bit, but I mean, 39 points in 37 games. He's still a point-a-game player. Jonathan Drouin has 30 points in 37 games. That's awesome. Draisaitl right behind him. Johnson doing pretty good as well. Sutter's got 21 points, which is nice. Jake Gardner's got 12. Lawson Krause has 10. He's up to an 81. Fetisov, I don't know what's up with Fetisov, man. I talked about potentially trading him last video, but obviously you guys haven't seen that video yet, so I don't know your thoughts on it. But I'm not a big fan. I mean, he's not really a notable legend, anyways. Plus, he's low franchise. Honestly, I'd rather trade Fetisov. Like, he's only got 1 helper. Like, what's the deal with this guy? I don't know. I'm not a big Fetisov fan. I think if I could go back, he's one of the legends I wish I didn't take. At the time, there was Sergei Gonchar. We could have had him, and he was a former Ottawa Senator. I don't know why I didn't take Sergei Gonchar. That was so dumb. But Pascal Leclaire is growing. He's now an 88 overall. Things are looking up, boys. Things are looking up. All right, 15 and 15 for Pascal Leclaire. It's not great, but you know what? He's growing. He's up to an 88. Our AHL team is doing well. I'm feeling better. I'm not confident. I'm not going to say that, but I am feeling better. So going into 2018, we're a little under halfway done the year here. I don't want to make this video too crazy long, so I'm going to get one more month done, all right? 1 month, and that's it. We're going to go 1 month, and we're going to see if we are potentially going to make a run for the postseason, or are we going to be a middle-of-the-road team and have like a decent draft pick. So we got to start winning games here. We got to start winning games against Florida, against Detroit, against teams in our division. But we need all the points we can get right now. We've been playing really good of late. We get a big win there against the Minnesota Wild, 6-4. Let's make it back-to-back, 5-3. There you go. There you go, boys. Carolina, all right, we get shut out 3-0, but they're a pretty good team, so I'm not going to be too upset about that. See, we're so close. If we string together 4 or 5 wins, we're going to look like more of a playoff team, but you can't be winning one, losing one, winning one, losing one. You got to go on a streak here. It's nice to be above 500, but I want to be well above 500. So we've had good luck against the Florida Panthers here, and we've been on a bit of a streak where it's lose one, win one, lose one, win, lose, win. Now I want to win against Florida. They are one of the better teams in the league. Plus, we've beat them twice already this year, so we seem to have their number. They have Ovi, I'm pretty sure, so let's see if we can shut down Ovi. And the Florida Panthers, first period, Brent Burns. Yeah, they have Weber, Burns, and Ovi. That is ridiculous. Let's go here into the second. There you go, Jonathan Drouin and Nikolai Zherdev. Man, Zherdev's been so clutch. Can we hold on to the lead in the third? Yeah, baby. Tavares and Fetisov. Fetisov wasn't stoked that I was talking shit about him. He gets a big goal. That's a huge win. That's a massive win. There you go. That's a beautiful thing. So now we got to keep the streak going, all right? We've won 2. I'd love to win 3. I do not want to lose here against Washington. Shootout win. There you go. All right. You see, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good here. Be nice to get a win against the Islanders. 3-0. Pascal Leclaire, you beautiful, beautiful man. And we're 5 games over 500. We're definitely turning it around. So we have 2 games against the Wings. We're pretty close now in the standings, I'm pretty sure. What are we now? We had 39 points, I think, last time. Now we have 53, so we've leaped over the Wings, and I mean, we could potentially catch the Florida Panthers here. I mean, this is a huge game against the Wings here. We actually have 2 games against the Wings, and then no one else in our division. So this could be huge. These could be potentially the biggest 4 points of the entire year. Let's go, baby, up against the Wings, first period. There you go, Tyler Johnson, period number 2. Oh, 3-2. They have a great start to the second, but Danny Heatley makes it a 1-goal game again, and we tie it up. Tyler Johnson gets 1 in the first and gets 1 in the third, and you know what? We lose in OT. It's okay. We get the extra point. That was rough. They scored with 7 seconds left in overtime. So you know what? We get an overtime loss after winning, what, 4 straight? See, I'm okay with that. You win 4, you lose 1. That's fine. You know, you lose 2, it's not the end of the world, but you got to come back and you got to win against the Rangers. But let's look here about hopefully winning against Edmonton. If I remember, they had a pretty good record. Oh, no, they don't. 22-22-6. There you go. Shootout victory. I'll take it. We're going to slow sim the game against the Wings once again. See if we can get another point against the Wings. And come on, 8-1. Yeah. Unbelievable. We have ripped it up this month. Absolutely just running show right now. We've only lost 1, 2, 3, 4 games? Sorry, yeah, 4 games this whole month. That's awesome. I'd love to end this month on a high note. I mean, this whole month has been a high note, but it would really be just a cherry on top if we can win here against the Wings. This would just This has honestly been a perfect month. This pretty much saved this year for me. I mean, it's only 1 month. We really got to continue this, but it makes me happy, and it's kind of a relief that I know that Pascal Leclaire and this team can be a legitimate playoff team. We've pretty much put ourselves into a playoff position right now, which is awesome. So let's go. First period up against Detroit, 2-0. Not good. Maurice Rocket Richard living up to his name. Let's go period number 2. Oh, God. We've had good luck in the third period, though. We've come back a few times in the third to tie it up. So let's see if we can do that again. No, we get shut out. McNeil gets the dagger, but you know what? It's still good. It's still a great month. We've only lost 5 times that month. How many wins do we have? I mean, maybe I'm just overreacting. Maybe it's like an average month, but it's still good for what we've been dealing with lately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wins in a month is pretty freaking good if you ask me. So we've pretty much put ourselves in a playoff spot right now. It's so tight, actually. From Toronto and Boston to us, it's only 2 points. So that's what I mean about winning 2 games, losing 3, winning 1, losing 2. That shit cannot happen anymore. We really got to put our foot to the pedal here, and we got to run away with this. We got to separate ourselves from those teams. So Nikolai Zherdev still leading the team in scoring, 33 goals in 51 games. Unbelievable. John Tavares, 53 and 51, and our first line, man, is just continuing to rip it up. Danny Heatley has 52 and 51, so maybe not going to see a couple of 100-point years, but you may see 80 to 90 out of these guys, which still is really, really good. Now, looking at Jonathan Drouin here, you can see he's already up to an 86 overall, so, I mean, that trade's looking like a huge win for us right now. His stats are up. He's got 14 goals, 32 helpers. That's nice to see. I mean, for a guy we traded for pretty much a guy we weren't going to use in an offensive role at all, I'm pretty happy. I think we definitely won that trade. 46 points in 51 games is great. Have a look here at Leon Draisaitl with 40 points. Johnson's got 38. Brandon Sutter has 22. Ryan Murray's got 21. He's up to a 90 overall now, which is awesome. Baroon's got 15. I mean, there's not a whole lot of goal scoring aside from our first line and Johnson and Brandon Sutter. Braden Point's only got 2, which is really weird. Riley Barber's only got 3. He's up to an 85 though. Bushnevik's up to an 83. He's got 9 points. Fetisov's only got 9. I think I'm done with that guy. I really didn't like him from the start, so he could potentially be gone pretty quick here. Have a look at goalies here. Pascal Leclaire really held it down, up to an 88 overall. He's 21 and 17 now, and Jonathan Bernier is 7 and 5 as well. He's jumped up to an 85, so our goaltending is looking really nice right now. So having a look at the entire year, you can see here a lot of goalies. I mean, pretty much every single goalie has a goals against average above 2.5. I mean, Billy Smith is the only one that comes close. Exact same thing with Corey Schneider, but there's not a lot of good goalies out there that don't have a goals against average that's like under 3. So I think Pascal Leclaire's is pretty good compared to some others. I mean, compared to like Henrik Lundqvist, or compared to Korpisalo even, or Eddie Balfour. I mean, I think 3.06 is pretty good with all these goals being scored. I mean, there's a lot of goals being scored right now. You're going to see a lot of players with over like 100, 115 points. So having a look at rookie skaters here, you got Jake Gensel, who's got 40 and 53. Matthew Barzil, the WHL playoff MVP. Alex Nylander, all those guys. Dylan Strome. And having a look at the entire NHL, you got Perry and Esposito just killing it together. Plus they have, where is he? They have Sergei Fedorov. I don't know where he's at. Sergei Fedorov. He should be down here somewhere. There he is, 54 points. So having a slow year at 54 points in 52 games. But Perry and Esposito, unbelievable. Wayne Gretzky's got 37 goals in 47 games for 70 points. Kucherov right behind him with 70. McGillney, Kopitar. Who's leading the way in goals? Probably Esposito. Yeah, 39 and 52. That's pretty good. And Nikolai Zherdev has 33. So you're going to see a lot of 50-goal scorers this year, that's for sure. So that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you for watching. I am excited. I am so happy that we turned things around. Oh my god. Because I know once you see the episode, I guess you're watching yesterday, which is tomorrow for me. So weird. But once you see that episode, you're probably going to be a bit concerned. But look where we are now, 28, 21, and 2. In Pascal Leclaire, we trust. Come up with like a catchy hashtag in the comments about Pascal Leclaire. Hashtag Leclaire is actually good. Something in the comments. We'll make that our motto for this year. But thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one where we could potentially trade Fetisov. I'm not saying I'm going to, but I'm not saying I'm not going to. I think a defenseman that puts up a little bit more numbers than, he's got 7 points or something. It's not good enough for an 89 overall player who's supposed to be our best defenseman. That's not good enough at all. You can pretty much kiss that guy goodbye. We'll see what happens in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Give this video a like if you're enjoying GM Week. I'm having a blast.